Picture yourself 5 years from now. You're either looking back thinking, I can't believe how far I've come, or you're sitting in the exact same spot, wondering where the time went. And here's the kicker. It usually comes down to a single choice. Not some viral hack, not a motivational seminar, not the habit tracker app you downloaded and never opened again. I'm talking about a decision so basic it almost sounds like a joke. But it isn't. Because this one tiny choice quietly decides whether you climb or you coast. Welcome to the most expensive 9 minutes of your day. Every time you slap that snooze button, you're not buying 9 extra minutes of sleep. You're financing them with your future. Studies suggest your brain can be up to 40% more focused in the first 90 minutes after waking. That's a built-in advantage. And most people blow it bickering in comment sections or scrolling for a kitchen gadget they'll use twice. The people you look up to? They're not secretly superhuman. They're not chanting on a mountaintop at dawn. They're just awake. They're not up early because alarm clocks bring them joy. They're up because that quiet window is some of the most valuable time they own. No pings, no group chats, no chaos. Just clean, undivided focus. This was never about being a morning person. It's about refusing to hand your sharpest hours to an endless feed of nonsense. Those are two very different people. And 5 years out, that difference looks like either everything you said you wanted or another year asking yourself why nothing moved. But I genuinely hate mornings. Good. I'm not going to scream at you to grind harder or shove inspirational quotes down your throat. I'm not the discipline police. I'm just pointing at the lever almost nobody bothers to pull. Claim 1 hour in the morning and you instantly step ahead of most people who roll over, grab their phone, and then spend the whole day vaguely anxious and behind without knowing why. Here's what's actually happening. That first hour isn't just the morning. It's your runway. You're running on peak dopamine, your brain's favorite reward chemical. Your cortisol is rising just enough to turn you from a zombie into a functioning human. Channel that chemical cocktail instead of wasting it, and your brain slips into what scientists call flow-prone neuroplasticity. Think of your mind as wet concrete right after waking. Whatever you press into it tends to set. Feed it drama and distraction, and that's what hardens. Feed it a plan, some writing, movement, or real learning, and growth is what sets instead. Stretch that across years, and one unremarkable hour quietly stacks into thousands, while the people you're competing with are still hunting for their keys. So what do you actually do at that hour? I'm not leaving you hanging like every planner gathering dust in your drawer. Here's a simple morning sequence. First, drink water. Your body's been running dry all night. Rehydrate like it matters, because it does. Second, move. Stretch, take a short walk, or knock out a few push-ups. Wake the body up. Third, write down one goal. 1. Not a 40-item list, not a manifesto. A single clear target. Knock it over, and tomorrow gets easier. Fourth, learn something. A few pages of a book, a solid video, a podcast that actually teaches you something. Feed your mind on purpose. Fifth, protect the hour. No scrolling, no email, no replies. Treat your focus like something worth guarding. Nothing gets through until you're finished. Here's why this runs deeper than mornings. It's about identity. It's about who you become when nobody's watching. Every time you get up and act with intention, especially when you don't feel like it, you're casting a vote for the person you're trying to be. Not the version who almost started. Not the one who talks about change and gets lost in a late-night rabbit hole. The version who actually builds the thing they keep saying they want. Do the math. One focused hour a day is 365 hours a year, roughly 2 solid weeks of uninterrupted self-investment. Stack that over 5 years, and you've basically earned a degree in becoming yourself. While everyone else debates the latest celebrity drama, you're quietly compounding. Small hinges swing big doors. And this particular hinge isn't a pricey course or a magic video. It's your alarm clock. You won't feel the difference tomorrow or next week, but give it 90 days of showing up for yourself when no one's watching. And one day you'll catch your reflection and realize you've become someone who built their own future instead of waiting for one. Or you could hit snooze. Keep handing your best hours to a screen and your leftovers to your goals. Let another year drift by watching other people live the life you keep describing. Here's the part that doesn't change. The next 5 years are coming either way. The only question is whether you spend them building your story or watching someone else's. If you're ready to own your mornings, hit that like button. And drop a 5 in the comments if your alarm is getting set for tomorrow, because you're done making excuses. The choice is yours. But don't snooze on this one. You're not just losing 9 minutes. You're losing a future that could have been yours. So what's it going to be?